Why would a millionaire woman leave her luxury life behind to explore a remote African village? What did she find there that money could never buy? What started as a simple journey turned into a twist of fate no one saw coming. Emily Carter, a 29-year-old millionaire heiress from Los Angeles, was tired of champagne brunches and fake friends. Her heart ached for something real. So when her therapist suggested a raw experience, she booked a solo retreat to an African village in Uganda. Just for 10 days. She arrived in silk and sunglasses. What she didn't expect was that her luxury SUV would break down just 5 miles from the village. As her assistant panicked, a barefoot local boy, about 20, walked up holding a clay pot of water and said in broken English, "No car, no worry, you thirsty?" That was her first meeting with Kofi. He had no phone, no shoes, but a calm she'd never seen before. He helped her carry her bags to a small guest hut and offered to show her around. That day, Emily learned more about life, pain, and simplicity than she had in her 29 years. Over the next few days, Emily found herself laughing barefoot with kids, eating roasted corn by the fire, and sitting in silence under skies she'd never noticed before. Kofi had nothing, but gave everything. His eyes held a storm, a dreamer trapped in poverty. On the 7th night, sitting under a tree, Emily opened up. "I have money, planes, hotels, but none of it feels this good." Kofi just smiled. "Because here, you're not a millionaire. You're just you." But the twist came on day 9. Emily's assistant, Lily, ran into her room, pale-faced. "Em, you need to see this." It was a news article. Kofi, real name 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗵𝗶𝗺𝗵, wanted in a 2018 charity fraud case involving foreign investors and American tourists. Emily couldn't believe it. She stormed out. Kofi was sitting by the riverside, sketching something. "Is it true?" she asked. "Were you just playing me?" Kofi looked up, hurt in his eyes. "Yes and no," he explained. Years ago, he had been part of a group that tried to raise money for the village through an American-backed NGO. The organizers fled with the money, and he was wrongly blamed. Since then, he lived in the shadows, not hiding from justice, but from shame. Emily was torn. The man she loved might be a criminal or a scapegoat. That night, she didn't sleep. The final day, Emily had to leave. But instead of saying goodbye, she did something no one expected. She returned to America and hired a legal team. For months, she fought Kofi's case in court, digging records, proving the fraud wasn't his doing. 6 months later, Kofi was cleared of all charges. 2 years later, Emily is no longer just a millionaire. She and Kofi now run a global foundation called Barefoot Dreamers, funding education, clean water, and art for underprivileged kids. They live between continents, 1 foot in Africa, 1 in the world that once caged her. And in every speech, Emily says, "I came looking for peace and found love. But to protect it, I had to fight the world, and it was worth every battle." Because sometimes, love isn't about fairy tales. It's about trusting someone even when the whole world says you shouldn't. And when that trust turns out right, it changes not just hearts, but destinies. Stories of love, humanity, and deep connection touch every heart. If you believe in such stories too, join us. Subscribe and feel something new with every video.